I'm going to take one of the little terracotta flower pots. This is the 2-pack, so it's a little bit larger than the 3-pack one. Always make sure those aren't cracked. I always try to make sure I don't go home with broken ones I have before. And a solar light from the Dollar Tree. These are the ones this year. They're a little bit wider with the little lamp base on there, which will work for this one. I want to be able to put the hole there on the bottom of the solar light into the pot though to make it more stable. So I just took a screwdriver and a hammer and I'm just busting out that hole that was already in the bottom to make it bigger, but trying to do it one step at a time so I don't crack the pot, right? So I think that will work and it'll make it a lot more stable than just sitting it on top of it, if you know what I mean. So I put some hot glue around the little peg and I stick that down into the pot, gluing that into place. Now, what I wanted to do was a beehive or a bee skep theme on the solar light. I thought that'd be really pretty for spring or summer. So I'm just going to take some Dollar Tree rope. I'm using the thinner, I think it's a 9-foot of the brown rope, and it's going to take like 1.5 packages of it. I start down here at the very bottom of the flower pot and I'm attaching that with hot glue. And I'm going to wrap this around. I want to keep this as close to the bottom as I can. So I kind of sit it down as I do it. And that little area there where I continue the rope, I want to make sure that that continues. You can't see any of the pot through there. I didn't want to hot glue all of it down. I did find that I needed to at that first like lip down there at the bottom. And you really can't see that. I wanted the shape of like a bee skep or a beehive, and I really got that look, right? So I just keep going until I run out of rope for the first one. I almost had enough. And then I'm just going to start and stop. The brown rope from the Dollar Tree blends really well. Just make sure you remove your plastic from the tip, of course. You can see I don't have very much left to do. I do want to go all the way up to the solar light. And one thing I noticed about this new Dollar Tree solar light this year is it has those lines on the side, so it kind of gives you a cool line pattern coming out each side when you light it up at night. The old ones were like more of a star pattern and they were smaller, the little lamp. They seem to change them up a lot. And I went to Dollar Tree twice today and they had so many new kinds of solar lights. Really fun. For the opening of the bee skep, I just take some black acrylic paint. I think this is actually the chalkboard paint from the Dollar Tree. It's very black. And just paint that on with a paintbrush into a circle. For the bumblebee, I found these in the school supply aisle. They are little erasers. Aren't they so cute? They have different little bugs here, butterflies, bees, ladybugs. I thought those would be really cute for a DIY, and it'd be waterproof because it's like a rubbery material. I just attached that to my bee skep with some hot glue, also tacking down the wing on that, and it's just the right scale. I didn't really burn off any of the fuzzies on this one, so I went and did it later. It really wasn't that bad, but this is how it turned out, our little bee skep solar light. I think this would be so fun mixed in with your landscaping. I think it would also be a fun light like for a little fairy garden area as well. Super easy. It's cute during the day because you see the little bee skep and the little bee on there, right? I love bee DIYs. And then it lights up really pretty. So you can kind of see the lines that I was talking about reflected on the floor there. See how they kind of go out into a starburst pattern? So it does have a cool effect. And they are definitely larger and maybe a little bit brighter. I'm not sure. They're pretty bright. I love solar light DIYs. They're some of my favorite.